5%.
What's up? This is
Power Hour with us live today. Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies. Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jacobi is the CEO of Aperna, the best trade idea resource out there. What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday night. Woo! We are back at it. I'm hanging out with the sun, Ruell Black, looking sharp today. COVID free.
Sure.
You got a collar on, you know.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Riviera Group, what's up? What's up, peoples? Oh, is Luke frozen?
All right, Ruel, my headset just died.
Oh, crap.
How do I sound? Do I sound fine?
Good.
All right, this is using the internal laptop. I'll plug it back in a second. But what's going on, everybody? Wild day in the market. Let's start off by talking about the stock side of things for a second. Okay, SPY at its lowest was down almost 2% today. Or I'm sorry, 2%. What am I saying? 5%. 2%, that happens. It's a bad day, but it happens. 5%, that doesn't happen. Finish the day.
I saw that today, man.
Did you BTFD at all?
Did I do what?
BTFD?
Join a gang? What? That sounds like a gang thing, Luke.
BTFD, buy the effing dip. I did a little bit.
What I did was I bought a freaking call option, and that boy's up 120 something %.
Okay, so you did buy the dip on what? What'd you buy your call on?
SPY.
On SPY, nice.
Yeah.
What? Give us more details. Strike.
So basically, I went 7 days out. I bought like a call option at I think it was 464. And that was when it was sitting at like 422 on the points of the market. So it's already up 120 something %.
Let's go, baby.
I'm going to probably look to get rid of it way before I'm going to look to get rid of it in like 3 days, even though I have 7 days to get to 464. I'm probably just going to look to get rid of it on day 4 of expiry. But that was a drop we haven't seen since like Rona. So I was like, yeah, there's going to be a strong bounce. I'll give it 7 days, or actually I'll give it 3 days.
And let's zoom out. Let's zoom out.
Buy the 7 day out. Huh?
Look at this candle, Ruel. This is the candle starting today on SPY. The size of this candle for 1 day is insane.
Yeah, man.
Here's the week. Here's the week, the 7 day period for COVID. Okay? I mean, look how tall this candle is.
Yeah, man.
What, a third of the size of the COVID week?
It's like one of the biggest candles we've seen since Rona. So I was like, okay.
It might be. I wonder if the daily candle is bigger than the Rona candle.
Might be. Like I was just looking from like, I think it was like January 3rd to this lowest drop here was about like 60 points, and the Rona drop was 100 points.
All right, Ruel, check it out on my screen, okay? So these are daily candles. Here's the size of the candle today. Here's all your Rona candles. I mean, this is a very, very, very rough gut check, but it's more or less the money.
Yeah.
Let's be real here. All right, so good for you. You had a nice little trade. I did roll a little bit of capital in today. I was nervous about it, and I didn't move crazy size in. I added about 2.5% more capital into the market. So imagine if the portfolio was $100, I added $2.50. And let me plug this headset in real quick, Ruel.
No problem.
So that was the move that I made today. I had two different positions that I took. The first one, I don't know if you know this stock or not a well-known stock, Netflix. Let's zoom in. Here's the 2-day chart. I got it in at an average of 355, and rip that thing up about 10%. And on a little decent chunk in there, I'll take it. Made some
for that one. And then the other position that I took, similar to you, is I rolled in some more of the SPY position and got filled on by I believe 423. So a couple points there.
You know what? This whole movement. You know what? You're gonna give me. I'm gonna get on a soapbox for like five minutes here,
Let's
and
see it.
it's gonna preview into the show. Your boy's a little pissed off, just based off of some things. Just like, okay, so
That I did.
no, not you. You're safe.
Okay,
But
I'm straight.
like I've been like doing some research on some really big names in the crypto space, and like they're pumping and dumping on people.
Oh, dude,
Like,
what about these crypto stocks? Oh.
looking at crypto, looking at the stock market. Like what we all really just need to understand is like coins, the stocks have no love for us. Like there's nothing there. Like these big crypto people, not all of them, but a couple that I did some research on, they'll pump and dump on you. Like we have to develop strategies so that we're in the best position for ourselves. And that's what I want to suggest for us today. Um yeah, we can get into it. So first, I like to just go over the strategy pretty much, but all of the strategy is basically like have no love for these coins, have no love for these stocks, get in, get out, and of course, like it's based off a tried and true principle, like buy low, sell high. Duh, right? And every time you hear that phrase, it's like duh, right? Or every time you hear the whole Warren Buffett, be fearful when people are hyped up, and be fearful when like you know how the phrase goes.
Yeah.
So like
Says be greedy when others are fearful. Be fearful when others are greedy. Is that the one?
that one.
I
So
got you,
if
Ruel.
we share the screen right quick.
You want yours?
Yeah, let
Take
me
it away from me.
over here.
And then let's round out this segment too, because I'm going to give some thoughts on how I'm trading tomorrow morning after buying the dip in a couple spots today.
Okay. So people love to talk about the crypto market and how it's volatile.
Will you hit your hide button, please? You
Oh,
kill me sometimes. Kill me.
I keep forgetting that you're OCD. My bad. People keep talking about the stock market like it's stable, and they love to down the crypto market. Like I saw some posts today by like MSNBC where they were talking about Bitcoin at multi month lows while the stock market was doing this. I was so pissed off. Like I cannot tell you how pissed off I was. Like I wanted to throw something at my computer screen, but I was at work, so I'm not trying to pay for a computer screen. So I just chilled out. But if we look at both of these markets.
So on the chart right now, what do we have?
So this is the 3 hour. We actually
So this is the Bitcoin, and what you got averages, simple moving averages on there, or what are they?
So this is just the Bitcoin chart, and like different like supports and resistances I've made. But if we look at Bitcoin, just like everything else, it's trending upwards, but right now we've hit a low. If you look at the stock market, it's trending upwards, but right now we hit a low. So doesn't matter which one of these ones that you're gonna invest in. The trend is upward, but we're at a low point.
All right,
Now,
I'm just going to point this out for a
sure,
second. I think this is very, very, very noteworthy.
sure.
Okay. Bitcoin, the sell-off in Bitcoin predicated the sell-off in the equity market. Let's use SPY as the proxy, the S&P 500, okay? Bitcoin got hammered this weekend. SPY opened way lower and traded way lower. Bitcoin started rallying half an hour before the S&P 500 did, and then the S&P 500 followed it.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know.
That's
Um,
interesting, right?
It's
That
very
the
interesting
price
and
of
good to know.
Bitcoin a little bit right now is, I mean,
But
it's not a ton of data points, but if you look at those charts and lay them over each other, it sure as hell looks like Bitcoin pulled the market down and back up,
yep.
which is
Now,
interesting.
but it's good you say that, Luke. What that points out to me is there's a lot more institutional money in the crypto market than it used to be now. There's a lot more institutional money there. So,
But is that good? You like that?
um, yes, because long term for Bitcoin to get to 100K, it's going to need to be there. It just simply is going to need to be. Um, and for long term adoption, it's going to need to be happen. It's going to need to be that institutionalized money kind of pulls it forward. Even though they're going to do it reluctantly because they get less of a profit off of it. But my point to this one is that no matter which one you're going to invest in, there's going to be highs and lows, but the trend is going to be upward. And my hypothesis is it's better to invest in the crypto market because you can get way more of a quantity than you can get in the stock market. Now to go to my theories here. It's just we're always going to hit a high and a low point. That's just going to always happen. It's going to go to a high point. It's going to go to a low point. It's going to go to a high point. It's going to go to a low point. Even if we were going to go down here, high point, low point, high point, low point. That's just something we're going to expect. Same here with the stock market. In between all of these huge dips, we got little mini high points and low points. We just have that. So, even though it's probably against most people's intuition and their feeling, and we go back to that whole Buffett phrase, now that everybody's panicked, now it's time to buy. And what we need to do is, okay, so buy in the things that we're comfortable in. And then when we get to our next high point, we have to sell. We have to take a profit there. Okay. Now say that you weren't ready for this. I'm going to give you what I do. This is not financial advice, and you guys are going to get it free. But at some point, I'm going to put this all in a book, and it's going to be the Black Rue way of trading. But
With
this is
Luke,
what I do.
Black Rue with Luke.
Um,
Come on, how are you cutting me out of the book?
what are you not like Ben Afflecking me? Like I write Will Hunting, Matt Damon. I write it, and then you like Ben Affleck and come over like, hey,
Ruel, we do everything together.
like one of these days I'm gonna see somebody on the
Fine,
street.
I'm gonna write a book.
They're gonna be like, where's Luke?
I'm gonna
Like,
one up you, Ruel. I'm gonna
what's
write the book and then talk shit about you in it. How's that? Not only will you be cut out of it, I mean, Jesus.
Come
Fine.
on.
I'm cut out of Ruel's book. Don't buy it, everybody.
I'm just
And hit the like
kidding,
button,
Luke.
guys.
I'm kidding.
All right, Ruel. So what? One final thought on this.
Yeah.
As I stated earlier, I bought the dip a little bit today. About 2.5% more capital rolled into the market. Not crazy, and I was a little bit scared doing it, but I'm glad I did, of course. But let's talk about just managing the trade now. What I'm going to be looking for is some of that early pre-market action. I'll be sticking around and watching until 8. So that gives us about another 40 minutes or so. We'll see if anything happens. But if pre-market is looking weak and blood red, I'm gonna look to liquidate pre-market. If we're showing strength in pre-market, then I'm gonna let it ride and maybe put on a trailing stop or something along those lines. So that's how I'm going for it.
And you know,
Well,
that's
people are
probably,
asking for a link to your Patreon. Should I drop that in there?
yeah, yes, for sure.
Okay. Should I? Am I getting in the book if I do that?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay,
You're
then I'm in
already
the
in the
book.
book. I'm surprised you don't know what I'm joking now.
All right.
Of course
Yeah,
I'm
and
joking.
somebody's saying trades, hodl. I mean, I bought the dip on a little bit of a swing trade,
Well,
and again, the thesis on
G-
Netflix is that
GT,
the stock gave up literally 2 years of gains. Here's a 2-year chart on Netflix, 2 years of gains given up, not just today,
wow.
but the previous day. So look at the bottom of this candle, Ruel.
But
Here's the
GT,
bottom of
yeah,
the
we're gonna
candle,
get into that. We're gonna get into that.
and then
Um,
also the stock was trading at 5 times price to sales, 50% year-over-year revenue growth. Enough said. But all right, Ruel, that's how we're trading this wacky market. I did buy the Patreon. I didn't get anything yet, did I?
what do you mean? You
Did you
have
send
all?
anything out? I bought it last Monday.
Yeah, I sent out a watch list. You didn't see that?
It might have gone to my spam. Let me Google it. Let me search my inbox.
Yeah, every Sunday I send out a watch list for the week. Sometimes it'll be Monday, but generally I try to make it every Sunday.
Oh, look at this.
Uh,
Look at this.
I send out a watch list.
I got it.
So there you go. Don't show him. Don't show him. Don't show him.
All right, all right. I
But
bought the Patreon last week. No, I didn't get it for free. I paid for it. Because that I appreciate what Ruel is doing, and I've seen it enough times to know.
oh, thanks, Luke. That's another thing that's upsetting to me. Like I see all of these big, like I see not all of them, not all of them, but some of these big crypto channels are like pumping and dumping on people, and people like me, um,
You're really out
my
there.
CIC group, like we give you research, and like we're struggling to be monetized. That really upsets me. It really does. Like
How do you
so.
think teachers feel every day that they go into school?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Luke. Like it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna give you the real. I'm gonna give you the research because I can't tell you legally. I shouldn't tell you to go out and buy something. But these big guys will do that and they'll pump and dump on people. But yeah, I'm struggling to get monetized. I I,
Yep.
I don't I don't understand it. I really don't. But I'm not gonna stop. Like I'm not gonna ever be the person that shields something to someone and pumps and dumps on them. Morally, I cannot handle that, and I will never be that person.
Boom.
Um,
I appreciate that, Ruel. Much
um,
appreciated.
oh man, this like, dude, like we need like 5 hours to go over all the crap I want to talk about. But yeah, back to the Netflix and the stocks. Um, the option I got you guys too, that's more of a swing trade type of deal. Like options they're super risky and they very quickly can go to zero. So even though I got the option for 7 days, I'm going to try to get rid of it in 3 days because very super quickly that can go to zero. And to your question, GT Nuts, what I'm going to tell you guys is more of a hodl method. Um, it's somewhere in between hodling and swing trading because we're gonna hold, or not financial advice. What I'm gonna do is hold everything until the next hot cycle. And when I think we're pretty close to the hot cycle, to the end of the hot cycle, I'm
Mhm.
probably gonna sell like half of my stuff. Because this is just like I was showing you guys before. If we let me share again.
All right, I'm taking my share down. Yours is about to go up. And Ruel, I'm gonna go grab a cup of water, okay?
Okay, no worries.
So I'm gonna it's gonna be just you for yeah, see GT Nuts is having the same problem that I did. So the 199 is a donation. I had that question last week as well. You got to pay the 7 per month. Is that right, Ruel, on the Patreon?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. So don't pay the extra $5 and get the watch list, or send me your email and I'll auto forward it to you each week. All right, I'm gonna go get my cup of water. I'll be right back. Your screen share is up.
Okay, sweet. So GT Nuts, like the goal is like the things that I'm gonna give you right now, we're gonna try to hold to what we feel is the next hot streak, like anywhere in between like up here, right? So a good way to gauge that is next time kind of Bitcoin goes to like its new high or next to its new high, we can pretty much say that the hot streak is over, kind of given here. Like we can never really truly say, because what if Bitcoin this next time goes all the way up to like 100K? Who knows? But as long as we sell somewhere in between, like let's say if it was this cycle right here, as long as we sold somewhere in between here, it's way better than selling down here. So since we've reached this low point, a strategy I want to propose to you guys um, is okay. Let's say that I got a lot of gains on Cardano, right? And Cardano's sitting at $1.06. So now I'm at this really low point right now, where it's a low point in the market. I'm sitting at a Cardano in $1.06. So I want to split Cardano into coins that are lower than Cardano that I'm really, really high on. So I promised you guys a top 10 of the coins that I'm looking at in the dip. We'll go over two of them now, but assume that like, okay, I'm splitting up my Cardano gains into these two coins. So what that does mathematically is basically now we're getting more bang for our buck for our $1.06 than keeping it into Cardano. We're actually going to get more coins in the coins that we're confident in because they're at a lower price, if that makes sense. So one of those coins we will mention is Seek. No, I love Seek. They have a land sale coming up soon. They keep telling us that it's coming up soon. They basically want to be like an ARVR YouTube slash like MTV. They also have their own metaverse. They've also done deals where they're like doing like concept selling of clothes with H&M in their own little Seek metaverse. So that's why I'm really high on Seek. They have tons of different like stars attached to them, like Lady Gaga, John Bon Jovi, countless numbers of people, Ziggy Marley, Demi Lovato, Francis Ngannou. They got tons of people on the site. They already have a working phone app, which they already have kind of like rooms that you could go in the AR/VR style. If you don't have an AR/VR headset, you can still use the app. High on these guys. And here's where they say land sale coming soon. Stay tuned. So there's Seek. And then the next one we will talk about is LCX. I just did a new video on these guys. They have
The
this.
Patreon users got it first. I'm one of the elite club members now.
They have like a brand new concept called Timons. So watch the video on that. I can't really go in deep on that, but come over to the channel. It is darkhorsewatcher.com. Come over and like and subscribe. And yeah, and watch the video about the Timons, because I think that's a really good concept that they have. So LCX is an exchange in this country called Liechtenstein. I know I'm saying it wrong. I'm butchering it right now.
The country?
Yeah.
Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein. Yeah.
You're talking to somebody who studied German in college. Very applicable to my YOLO trading.
There you go. Yeah, it's German speaking. It's right in between Austria and Switzerland.
One of the smallest countries in the world. Like, go to maps. Go to maps. It is the goofiest looking country.
Like, it's like freaking Rhode Island. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just
yes,
like this
yes,
little
basically.
dot right there. But
I heard they're sending in reinforcements to fend off Russia.
really
Both members of the military are going. Just kidding.
this is it. This
Can't wait
this
to zoom
little
out. You gotta
right.
zoom out.
I know
It's
all
hilarious.
2 of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
This little thing here, but actually, it's really supposedly it's really rich. Like the
Oh my God!
people,
Look how beautiful that picture is, Ruel. Oh my
I
God!
know, right?
Unreal! Holy crap! Look at that. Those hills and those houses.
So yeah, they're smack dab little bitty
I want
deal
to go to
right
Europe,
in
Ruel.
between there. Me too, dude.
Can
Like,
we? We do everything
hey,
together except for write books.
let's do it. It's been a while. I went to Germany a couple times for my work. I remember I was telling you about that,
Oh,
but
that's right. You did tell me that.
where I really want to go is Spain.
Nah, not me. Send me to
Really want
Liechtenstein. Send me to Liechtenstein.
where I really want to go, to be honest, is to go visit Selma Hayek wherever she's staying.
Or visit like your family in Detroit and Luke Jacobi.
Yeah, that would be even better because Selma's married and so am I. Let's see here. So yeah, so then you would take those profits that you had from Cardano, say you like, okay, you take half your Cardano stack and you put half of that half into LCX and the other half into Seek. So now you have more tokens bang for your buck than the $1.06 that you guys had in Cardano, if that makes sense. So basically you're kind of like shifting down. And that's what I do. So for example, I took, like, remember I told you guys I had Seek when it was at 6 cents. I wrote it all the way up to $1. When it got to $1, I took half my profits. And then I put them elsewhere. So that also brings me to one other point too. When we get to these points where we get to these highs, you have to determine what that high is for you. One method could be, okay, once Bitcoin passes its previous high, you like take 25% out of all your tokens. And if it goes to like say 80 or something, then you take another 25%. And that's kind of another reason why they created stable coins. So at that point in time, when you remove that 25%, you can put it in a stable coin and put that stable coin somewhere and draw interest from it. Like I think Coinbase offers like 4% interest on DAI, which is a stable coin. There are other types of stable coins like Abracadabra. They have a stable coin and they offer interest on it. Euro Finance, like we'll have to go into that one day. But that's kind of like the next level where you actually take your stable coins, your stable coin gains, and try to get interest on those because it's stable. So we got Seek and LCX. Those are 2 of the top tokens. The next token would be VeChain, sitting here at 5 cents, y'all. It's crazy. It's literally, its high was like 25 cents, so it's literally five times off its high. So sitting down here at 5 cents with all the stuff it does, with all the partners it has, it's in DeFi. It's a supply chain crypto, which we all know the problems we're having with supply chain, with like chips, with like semiconductor chips.
So let me ask this though.
Go ahead.
Like why aren't there other like I get worried that everybody's gonna launch their own supply chain crypto.
You know, there are a couple supply chain cryptos, and I could name them for you, but I like VeChain because they already have so many dope partnerships in place. They're partnered with Walmart China, Tyson China. They had like a deal with Salesforce where Salesforce is trying them out. I know of no other ones that have had as many deals as VeChain, but I can name some. Like I saw one yesterday called Suru or Suku or something like that. But Suku, yeah. But
Okay, I don't know that one.
someone like pumped it yesterday and it's back down to like a respectable level. I'm not sure if someone pumped it or it ended up being pumped because I think they listed it on Coinbase, but it went up to like $1 and drove itself. Yeah, it went all the way up to a freaking like dollar. Where was that? Yep, on the 21st. So it got listed on Coinbase
God,
and then
that's crazy.
sunk all the way.
How many
back
coins does Coinbase list at this point? Do you know?
a lot. I don't know. They started off where they were really antsy about listing a coin, and then when they got publicly traded, they just started listing everything.
Okay.
Well, not everything, but they list a lot more coins than they used to. A lot more quickly.
Okay.
They still don't have as many coins as say like a KuCoin or Gate.io because there's a lot more US hurdles to jump through, but they have a lot of coins now. This is not in the top 10. I was just showing Luca an example of a coin of a supply chain coin. There's one other one that I know called Tone, which is really big in the underdog crypto community. Shout out to my guy Underdog Crypto. Definitely check his stuff out. Underdog Crypto. So this is another one. But again, not on our top 10 list. So we got VeChain, LCX, and Seek. Next on the top 10 list is ADA. Cardano sitting at $1.06. Man alive. So many coins, so low. Like such a great time to buy. So Cardano, reason I'm high on Cardano is they just got their DeFi going. If we come over here, we look at the chains. And remember, all of these coins I'm listing, if they have like swaps and exchanges that go with them, it's a good idea to invest in some of the swaps and exchanges, especially if they're new. So Cardano finally got the DeFi online, close to 100 million locked. Sunday Swap just came online. Like definitely, if you guys can go on and get some Sunday Swap tokens, get yourself a Nami wallet. Come on over to Sunday Swap and get some of these cool tokens. Remember the swap tokens, why I'm so interested in them is because they're always going to get fees in relation to people trading on their site. So really high on Cardano and its swaps and exchanges. So I think that's number 4. Number 5 is Rose. Ticker symbol Rose, Oasis Network. They have a deal in place with Facebook. Go check out my videos on this. But basically, I make a speculation on what I think their partnership with Facebook is actually going to be like. So I'm not going to get into it here because we won't have enough time. But definitely go check out my video on this guy. So based on their Facebook partnership, they're going to be multiverse in the whole like metaverse deal. They also have their DeFi online. If we go over here to chains again, we go look for Oasis. I think they have about 100 million locked. Okay, here we go. Yep. So Oasis, a lot of money flowed out of here, but still 81 million there. So that would be coin number 5. Coin number 6. Let's see here. I got a list.
All right, wait. You just went through the first 5. Can you give us the list? Oh, it looks
Okay.
like Will Crane is doing it.
Okay, sweet. Thanks, Will.
Is it Ada, Crow, Solano, Matic, Mana? No.
No. That's his list. That's his list.
That's his list.
My list is
Give it to me.
Seek, which is CEEK. Seek.
Yep, got it.
Oasis Network, which is Rose.
ROSD. Okay.
VChain, which is Vet.
Okay.
LCX, which is LCX.
Okay.
And what was the other one? Cardano. Ada.
All right, so those are the first 5. And Will Crane, yes, this market was crazy today. I bought a dip in Netflix and a dip in SPY today. Decent size, not crazy. Was a little bit scared, but if you go back to the beginning, that's where we talked about how I'm handling it. And I just dropped those top 5 cryptos in the chat, but I did it poorly, so I'm going to do it again. All right, Ruel, keep going.
Okay. Number 6 will be Aurora. I'm really high on Aurora because one, this token supply is pretty small. Only 1 billion. They're like a Ethereum killer. They're an Ethereum virtual machine built on the Near network. And if we look at their DeFi, they got like a good amount locked up here. And we've gone over this before on the Ruell report, but if you look, the coins prices really track really closely to how much they have locked into DeFi. For example, Ethereum has 100 billion, Terra, Phantom, like most of these coins up here, minus like Phantom, are over like $70, I believe. Out of these top 6. So the money they have locked up in Ethereum really, or in DeFi, really tracks really closely to their price. So Aurora has, and they were close to 800 million, still over $500 million locked up in Aurora. I'm also high on a lot of its swaps, specifically the top 2 ones, Trisolaris and WannaSwap. Again, it's just an Ethereum killer, Ethereum virtual machine where you can, run Ethereum stuff for less gas, and it's going to be faster. So that's number 6 on our list. Number 7 on our list is good old Harmony One. A staple of the Ruell report. We were on this guy at 6 cents, sitting at 18 right now. If we look at it over the last 3 months, as high as 35. So it's half of what it was, which is actually really good considering that it's an altcoin. For it to only drop half of its value is actually very, very nice. And the reason I'm really high on this is it's DeFi. And let's go over here. Chains, and specifically a member of its DeFi that I'm high on is DeFi Kingdoms. I've done a couple videos on that. Go check out DeFi Kingdoms. If you're not part of DeFi Kingdoms, you're really missing out. They have $1 billion in value locked, and a lot of it's here in DeFi Kingdoms. DeFi Kingdoms, the whole like concept of DeFi Kingdoms kind of rolls DeFi into a play to earn game where you have these heroes that you can breed. At some point, DeFi Kingdoms, the game actually flipped Axie Infinity for like the most like players and money spent in a day. So really check out my videos on DeFi Kingdoms and like how to buy a hero and stuff like that, because this game is getting really big, and DeFi Kingdoms has a really good opportunity coming up because they're also expanding to the Avalanche chain, in which instead of having Jewel, they're going to have a coin called Crystal. So really look out for that, because there's going to be some insane like APRs for staking Crystal and liquidity farming Crystal. So please be on the lookout for that. And of course, if you're a patron and stuff, I'll let you know. So you guys can rest easy. If you're a patron, I will definitely let you know as soon as DeFi Kingdoms is called Crystal Veil. When Crystal Veil is up and online, I will definitely let you guys know, you patrons. And if you guys want to know as soon as the patrons know, definitely look at the Patreon. Come on over, like and subscribe to the channel, and any of these videos will have a link to the Patreon.
I purchased. Just throwing that out there.
So Harmony is the 7th in our list here. Number 8, and I'm gonna give us 10, and I'm gonna do 2 honorable mentions, by the way.
Okay.
So number 8. Number 8. Okay, number 8, I'm gonna say is good old H bar. It's sitting at 20 cents. A lot of people in the community, like the crypto community, don't like H bar because it's kind of ran by a lot of centralized bigwigs like Google and stuff like that. People like that, they have a piece of H bar, but considering it's sitting at about 20 cents, it's a little less than half of where it was at 50, which was like way a couple months ago in September. So it really didn't lose that much from this whole like dippity dip that we had right here. Um it had gone as high as like 29 cents since the new year, so it really didn't lose that much at all. Um some big things for Hedera in that they're already replacing, they're doing a stable coin for South Korea where Hedera is going to do their stable coin. So essentially every time someone in South Korea purchases something, they're going to get a little fee from it. And also they're going to have their DeFi online pretty soon. And I shared this with the Patreon people first. I think it's called, yeah, AKTIO is going to be their first like DeFi site. Public sale is over reserved and IPOs online. So they must have sold out all their public sale. Unfortunately, since I wasn't in the US, I couldn't partake in this, but I have a lot of patrons that are from like India and a ton of other places like the UK. So hopefully they got to take part in this. A lot of cool things going on here with these guys. So Hedera is going to be our number 8. Number 9. Number 9, I'm going to say is Paribus. The big thing, this is a Cardano DeFi coin here. The big thing about Paribus when they get online is they're going to do loans for NFTs. And as far as I know, nobody gives loans for NFTs yet. There are companies that give loans for crypto, like BlockFi does that, I believe, but none yet to give loans for NFTs. And your boy has a couple NFTs that I'm sitting on that I would love to get loans for, and like, you know, still own them, but to still be able to use their equity. So really cannot wait till Paribus gets online. That's going to be a really big service that they're going to provide for people because I'm sure all the people with Bored Apes, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Crypto Punks, all these different type of NFTs that have value out there. Subducks, Dark Horizon, which is one that I have. I love Dark Horizon. Ember Sword, I own Ember Sword land. If you got like Sandbox land or Decentraland land, you could probably get a loan for that on this site. Really, really high on these guys. And they're sitting here at like 2 cents. I think the highest that they have gone is 4 cents. So again, another one, even though it's an altcoin, didn't lose that much from this whole bottoming out. They got as high as about 2 cents. So they really didn't lose that much. Paribus is our number 9. And then number 10, I'm gonna say, just because I like these guys a lot, I really love the stuff that they're doing. Veracity. Oh, I think it's gonna try to make me buy Paribus because I clicked the wrong thing. Okay,
Just buy it then.
I already got. I got my Paribus full. My Paribus has way too
And
many.
which brokerage you use mostly, Ruel,
KuCoin.
for the vast majority?
For vast majority of my stuff, I use KuCoin. One of the reasons I use KuCoin the most is because they have the most coins, and KuCoin also has like they have this company that they're linked with where they can do staking. So a lot of coins you can stake on KuCoin itself without having to go find some other staking validator. Like for example, Harmony One, which we mentioned. I think they stake Harmony One on KuCoin for like 5%, and that's soft staking, so it's not locked up. You can just put it in whatever account you need to put it in, and you get 5% on it, and that's paid out every day. So that's why I really, 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 really love KuCoin. Um, I'm also, but I got a couple different accounts. I have KuCoin, I have LCX, I have Coinbase, I have Voyager. But most of my day to day goes through KuCoin. Veracity. Veracity, they'd reached an all-time high last year of like 9 cents. It was so great to see. They've taken a pretty big tumble since that. Of course, since the beginning of the year, they didn't lose that much since the beginning of the year. They were only about as high as like 3 cents. So they're sitting here about 2 cents. But very high on the future of Veracity because they created this other type of product that they're offering called Vera Views. And since Luke's a stock guy, he'll be familiar with what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Vera Views is basically like their version of Tabula. So basically, what they'll do is they'll give you this suite that you can attach to your website. For example, like Benzinga could possibly do this if they wanted to. Let's just say Benzinga did it. They would give Veracity a certain amount of money. Veracity would convert that money into Veracity tokens, and then now using that Vera Views, they hook that up to their website. They can pay their viewers to watch in like Veracity tokens,
Okay.
but at the same time, also what Vera Views will do is it'll do like a what is it? Not Palantir, but they'll do like a whole data gathering like Tabula of like, okay, these are the people you market to the best. These are the people that are mostly tuned in at this time. These type of people watch these shows, and they'll do a whole data mining so that Benzinga knows how to market best to its viewers, so to speak. So that whole Vera Views product that they're offering is awesome. And on top of that, they have a partnership with Tencent
Okay.
where they're doing a whole like Twitch like thing in Southeast Asia. So that whole product is called, I think they rebranded it. It was called Esports Fight Club, but I think they named it something that put it more in line with Vera. Vera Esports. See, that makes a lot more sense.
Yep.
So they rebranded Esports Fight Club to Vera Esports. So it's very clear that it's a Veracity product. It's so cool. They have, like I said, they have the deal in place with Tencent where they're doing stuff with Veracity with Riot Games. So they do what is it called? Valorant tournaments on here. What else do they do on here? This is some tournament. I can't tell which video game that is. Where's the Valorant stuff? Okay, there's some type of shooter there. I know they usually have all their Valorant stuff right on the front page. But well, yeah. So they team up with a whole bunch of different people here, and wow, they have 35K subscribers here or followers here. Very very high on Vera. So Veracity is our 10th token. Now our two honorable mentions are going to be like two tokens I don't think we've ever talked about on here before, or we've talked about them very little. One's called Elastos. And what Elastos looks to me to be is they're sort of like they want to do like a little bit of everything. If we go down here, what makes Elastos unique? Has 4 pillars that enable network separation as well as flexibility, blockchain, blah 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 blah. It gives you the ability to run DApps, peer-to-peer decentralized internet service. Like they want to do a little bit of everything, and right now they already have their DeFi online. If we go look at the chains.
And Ruel, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but our time is starting to come to an end.
Okie dokie. So okay, we'll go over Elastos a little bit another time, but one of the things that really, I'll just do these right quick. One of the things that really intrigued me about this is it only has a 30 million supply of tokens. So that's like poultry. That's a little bit more than Bitcoin. So that really like made me really happy about Elastos. And the last one is Moonbeam. And then also, guys, I'm gonna go live here on my channel right after this.
Oh, okay. So we really don't do everything together anymore.
So just so you guys know, hopefully you guys are still here. I'm gonna go live on my channel right after this. But yeah, let's do Moonbeam. Let me just talk just a little bit about Moonbeam. So Moonbeam, the reason I'm high on this is because of where it is with its DeFi. They just got 200 and something, 256 million locked real quick. It's another ETH killer built on Polkadot this time, but you can see here already 256 million locked in a matter of 10 days. So that's what's making me high on Moonbeam. And if you guys can follow me over to the channel, we're gonna go live, and I'll just answer a few questions and probably
That's awesome.
go over Moonbeam and Elastos just a little bit more.
Nice. I can dig that. And shout out to Will Crane. He brought the
Well,
SPY and triple Q dip. All right, so I'm gonna put 2 links in the chat. one to my Twitter, so y'all can say what up to me. DMs are open. Let's talk trades, and then I'm gonna put the more important link to darkhorsewatcher.com.
Woot woot.
I like that URL. Boom. That link is in the chat. And with that, guys, hit subscribe on the Benzinga YouTube channel. We will be back at it in exactly 12 hours.
Yep, and
8
then
a.m.
come on
Eastern.
over to the channel, guys.
And yeah, keep talking with Ruell. If you have questions, he's gonna answer them. You want YOLO picks? Maybe not. Well, research picks, he might have those.
For sure.
Cool. Alrighty, Ruell. Thanks for hanging out, my friend. As always, this was a good one. Wild market day, and go keep in touch with Ruell. DarkHorseWatcher.com. Link is in the chat. Peace.